And how you follow Puccini, sung by not one but two amazing sopranos, but with Burton adapted for the 1950s musical theater stage.
Fate can be the trap in your path, the bitter cup of your tears, your wine of wrath. Fate can be shade in a desert blaze, sudden food in a famine found, the sound of praise, incomprehensible and strange. Fate can play a trick with the twine, to weave the evil and good in one design. And so my destiny, I look at you and cannot see. Is it good? Is it ill? Am I blessed? Am I cursed? Is Talia my tongue or rhyme? What fate is mine?
So, as you might imagine in a cabaret called Karma, a Cabaret, we've been talking a lot about karma. Yes, exactly. So, naturally, we as human beings are inclined to focus on the bad side of karma, the horrible things that other people do to us that cause bad things to happen to them somewhere down the line. And, I mean, we could fill an entire cabaret with revenge arias from the opera canon. But since I'm already given lots of shit about the length of my shows, we won't do that. As this is the last show, since, as we mentioned, of Vox 3's 9th season, I've had a lot of opportunity to reflect on things. And I've come to some realizations just how annoying singers are. And co-workers. And people who ride segways. And people who end sentences with prepositions.
What are you talking about?
People who end sentences, prepositions with. I tried. Anyway, so really, when it comes down to it, everyone is really fucking annoying. And wouldn't life be better off without them?
Yes.
That's the cue. As someday it may happen that a victim must be found. I've got a little list. I've got a little list of society offenders who might well be underground and who never would be missed. They never would be missed. There's the pseudo-intellectual who shows off with quotes and facts, and the bureau to which yearly I am forced to pay my tax. Of people who are unable to adopt an indoor tone. Of men who have a willy that is bigger than my own. and customs men who fumbling through your underwear insist, and those who thought those mass destruction weapons did exist. May none of them be missed. May none of them be missed.
He's talking about the list. He's talking about the list. And then none of them be missed. Then none of them be missed.
So, while this is all fair, it's not exactly the lesson that we expect when we're over an hour into the show and we're approaching the 11 o'clock hour ballad. So it's time to look at the lessons we've learned rather than those little gripes that bug us. And what, in the end, priorities. Priorities. These are important things. So what, in the end, is the lesson that I have learned that I'm going to share with you prior to the 11 o'clock hour ballot? And the lesson that I have learned is be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Any of you who know me understand that I love the city of Chicago. And you also know that I have a big spot in my heart for all things German. And my husband and I have learned over the course of the last decade that if at every dinner party that you're invited to, you talk about the great glories of this little city on the River Elbe in Dresden, Germany, someone may eventually offer you a job. And you'll start reimagining your life. And that life will be reimagined in another language. Call it fate, call it karma, call it, thank God Brian and Benjamin will stop talking about how great Germany is. It really is an incredibly exciting transition. But in the end, saying hello to one place means saying Auf Wiedersehen to another. And that change is incredibly hard. Especially when fate has placed you in the middle of an incredible community of family and friends you call family. So, given that this is my last cabaret in Chicago for the foreseeable future, I'm stealing some wise words from a show that I never thought I would call wise. Glee. So I'm borrowing these words to say not goodbye. These walls and all these picture frames, every name I know. These halls I've walked 1,000 times, heartbreaks and valentines, friends of mine all know. I look at everything I was and everything I've ever loved, and I can see how much I've grown. Though the mirror doesn't see it, it's clear to me, I feel it. I can make it on my own. I'm not afraid of moving on or letting go. It's just so hard to say goodbye to what I know. I know.
years old. Familiar places, lovely faces, another part of me. Played a different game then, they called me a different name then. I thought of all the things I did and how I wish I knew what I know now. I see how far I've come and what I got right. When I was looking for that spotlight, I was looking for myself. Got over what I was afraid of, showed them all that I was made of, more than trophies on the shelf. For all the battles that we lost and might have won, I never stopped believing in the words we sung. We sung. This time, no one's gonna say goodbye. I keep you in this heart of mine. This time I know it's never over. No matter who or what I am, I carry where we all began. This time that we had, I will hold forever.